What is a brother?
A brother is a brother's a brother.
What a brother?
Forged and sharp.
Who supports you.
Reliable.
They'll protect you.
Hold me accountable.
A friend.
And there to pick you up without judgment.
So brotherhood to me is a journey and not a destination.
Welcome to Brother Empowerment. Oh man, look. That thing happened so fast we can't even share like we used to. Yo, it's Thursday.
So it's Brother Empowerment Day. Yo, I'm all discombobulated.
Look, it's Thursday, so you know what that means.
It's Brother Empowerment Day. Yeah, man, you caught me way off guard. I'm still trying to share. It's like, oh, hey, y'all on? Surprise! I'm blaming you.
We spoiled.
Yeah. Yo. Hey, y'all. Hey.
So, if this is your first time being on the show of Brother Empowerment, first of all, where you been?
Yeah.
Why haven't you been over here to see us for all these Thursdays that we've been doing this? How many? It's been 11 Thursdays we've been doing this. But no, Brother Empowerment is a show designed to help our brothers to break through without breaking. So this is not one of those bashing shows, but this is an opportunity for us to engage in a healthy dialogue and hoping that something that we share will positively affect our brothers and those that they are connected to.
Absolutely.
So before we get into our special guest, bro, how was your week? You don't even know how to share the thing now.
Nah, bro, this week has been really testing me, man.
Testing your gangster?
Man, testing my gangster, testing my fortitude, testing my just testing my everything, man. So I'm glad that it's coming to a close. And, I'm really just glad that the weather is picking up because that always brightens my spirit when it gets warm. That's an echo somewhere.
That's her.
Okay. But yeah, really this week has been a test, man. And I really just am weathering the storm and just doing my best to get through it. But it's been tough, bro. Like, I'm just getting through, man. That's really all I can say. What about you, bro?
This week and last week, I have been dealing with some like you gonna eat your cornbread type stuff. But I will say something happened like on last Wednesday, and it kind of been carrying me through. It's like I don't regret anything that's happened to me. I'm just disappointed that I wasn't mature enough to handle it. And so I'm trying to get back to the place where I can handle whatever comes my way.
Yeah.
But for some strange reason, somewhere along the way, people feel like it's about them. And I think that I've also made it where people feel like it's about them and it's not. And that's not my concern. I have to get back to a place where I'm accepting things as they are. So my biggest struggle has been recalibrating my energy to getting to a place where I can be centered and grounded. And I've transitioned to clean eating. I haven't had a darn Reese's peanut butter cup in 3 weeks. Not one, not a Reese's Pieces, not a Reese's peanut butter cup, not a white cup, not a big cup, not a tree, not an egg, not a nothing.
And I feel your pain, bro, because I'm on a diet myself, and it's at least during the week, no bread, no sugar. So I understand, bro. No, like super low carbs. I feel you. Like it really shows you sometimes just how much of our diet is stuff that's not necessarily good for us, but that tastes so good.
Yeah, I ain't even had a jelly bean. I don't have the Brock's jelly beans because they're made with gelatin, and that's made with the pork. But I've had the Starburst jelly beans, or the
vegan ones. Oh no, those are gummy bears.
You talking about the gummy bears?
Yeah,
man. Let me tell y'all this.
Yeah, you put me under those.
Yeah, Whole Foods got some gummy bears and some gumdrops. If you go in now and you get them, you're gonna be addicted. Now I'm gonna tell you, they $4.99, but they worth every cent, every single dollar, and every single 99 cent that they put on that thing. Yep. Y'all go check them out. They got the gummy bears in there. what's the other ones? They shape like little
Stars.
Yeah, they got the stars in there. Go to Whole Foods and check them out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat the whole bag, but let me know how you feel. Ooh, them things good.
Yo, I almost did eat the whole bag one day.
Yeah, I almost did too. And you can get sick doing that if you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Because you get a little headache
Mm-hmm.
because it's too much sugar at one time. But them things busting, y'all. But anyway, we got a guest, bro.
Yes, we do. A very, very special guest in the building.
Tell the people who you are, who you is.
Hi, everyone. So I am Tara Greene. I wear many hats. I am an author, entrepreneur, I'm a minister, and educator. So I am super excited to be here on the show tonight with Cordell and with Jay. I'll be happy to talk to you about my new business venture, which is Teal Dreams College and Career Coaching. And so I enjoy helping young people, especially those that are in high school, who are pursuing a college career. So I help them with their college tours. I help them complete their financial aid. I help them discover what they want to be in life with their long-term goals. And once they decide on the college that they want to go to, I also help them with professional skills, whether that's setting up their social media, teaching them what to wear on an interview, helping them with their resumes. So basically, I am the coach that leads you from college all the way to your career. And so I have been in education for so many years, wearing so many hats, as I also am an adjunct instructor for an online university. So I'm able to tell my clients and my students firsthand what teachers or instructors are looking for at the collegiate level. So I'm super excited to be here tonight to share with you more about me, what I do, how I love inspiring young people. I believe in education, accomplishing your career goals, and you can even check me out on my website at taratgreene.com. Yes.
Yes.
I think this is the first guest that didn't have a problem with bragging on
You know
themselves.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm actually proud of you, Tara.
Really?
Yes, I'm
You don't
extremely
need
proud
to
of you.
brag. You know, people just can look you up and they can see it. You don't have to tell.
That's a nice flex. You don't need to. I don't need to say anything. Just Google me.
Well, I'm trying to tell them that. It's like when people be like, "Do you got a business card?" Go to loveisparable.com.
Yeah.
That's my business card and my business. All my business at one place.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm so glad you're on, Tara. I met Tara because we also work for a mutual employer as well in higher ed, and I slid in her teams, and she left me on red. She really didn't. She responded, but I ain't know. Y'all, everybody who know me know that I'm like, if that thing don't say nothing, I'm going on. I forgot about it.
Yep.
And then she checked me like, oh, so you just don't respond to emails now? Well, ma'am, I ain't know you sent the email. But I will say I'm bad. Like, when it's a whole bunch of chatter and stuff like that, I turn them notifications off and keep moving.
Yeah.
No.
I do. I do it on Facebook. People be thinking I'm there. I'm not there.
No.
I'm not there. I don't be there.
Disrespectful.
Don't let that green bubble fool you.
Unread messages.
That's so disrespectful.
Don't let the green bubble fool you, because it's not true. So, Tara, since you're new to the show, what we like to do is just have a conversation around quotables this season. This season is dedicated to like letting go. And so what we wanted to do is focus on those things. And so we want to just share your thoughts, see what you feel about it, and all of that great stuff. But before we do that, bro, you want to highlight our special guest?
Let's see who we got. So we got Yvette Casey in the building. What's going on, Yvette? Yvette and I are co-workers.
Hey, Yvette.
Even though I have not seen her in probably since the pandemic. And the crazy part is we used to sit at the office building that we were in. We used to sit right next to each other.
Oh.
And so, but hey, Yvette. Good to see
Yvette.
you. Thanks for tapping in with us. Facebook user. Hey.
They must be in the group. If you're in the group, we can't see you. Come on out and come to
come to the Love Parable page. Let's see. We got Coach Billy C in the building. What's up, Coach?
Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach.
We got Sean in YouTube land. What's going on, Sean, man? And
we can't see who y'all rest of y'all
we
are.
can't see the rest of these Facebook. Tagging people. Okay. But yeah, we got these Facebook users. So there might be one person, there might be two people. Don't know.
It might be more than that, but we just can't see who it is.
Yeah, y'all come out to the Lovers Apparel page and let's get it done.
Let's get it
Oh,
started.
also, if y'all are tuning in and y'all have not commented, please leave us a comment so we can shout you out. We don't want to miss anybody.
Nobody.
Yep, not at all. We love the people because the people love us.
Okay, you ready to get into our first one?
I am. That first one we did last week.
We did?
Yes.
It's your fault.
Nope.
Let's go.
When prosperity comes, do not use all of it. Confucius. Wow.
Oh, that sounds like something Tara could address right now.
I don't know. I mean, you can kind of take this two different ways because I am a proponent of when the opportunity knocks, you need to take it. Only because if the opportunity presents itself again, it won't come back around the same way that it did the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking all the way in the door when the door's open the first time around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get you.
What you saving it for? You might not be here to be able to use it. Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody.
That is true.
It is. It really is.
I guess I'm looking at it more as don't exhaust yourself in the process.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like kind of like how we were talking about the gummy bears.
Mm-hmm.
You don't gorge out on it just because it's there and it seems plentiful. Utilize it in a way where it is healthy, because here's the other thing. What if you do use it all today?
Mm-hmm.
How will your tomorrow be?
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those things. And when we start thinking about prosperity, we start thinking about the abundance of, the overflow of. And a lot of us think about when we get attention or when it's like our time to shine or our quote unquote 15 minutes of fame. How are you utilizing that?
Right.
Are you putting it in a way where like after that you look horrible? I mean,
well, then look at it like this though. Like this word prosperity. If you take that out and put season in it, we all pray and we want our season to come, but when it comes here, you're going to say, no, I'm just going to pass on this opportunity. It's your season.
It say don't use it all. Don't use all of it. It didn't say don't use it.
Well, why not?
Well, if you talk about season, let's talk about it. I love that. Part of the season is harvesting, and the other part of the season is preparing the ground for the next season and planting.
Correct.
So if you're not mature in your season, you'll be sitting there thinking, "Oh, it's only about the harvest." But what happened when the next season comes in 3 months? There won't be another harvest because you used only the harvest part.
Correct.
Yeah. So what I thought of when I saw that was building on success and not just living in the moment and just saying, okay, well, this is it right here. Yes, this may be what it is right now in that sense of this is it, but there still is like Jay was saying, the tomorrow, or just really just building on the future. So that's what I thought of when it said don't use all of it. Like, don't exhaust it all in this very moment. What about the next moment or the next moments? Carry it on, build on that so there's more. Don't right now. So that's what I thought.
There's so many ways you can actually look at this, because sometimes some people we do too much too soon.
Yes.
So you can look at it this way, like, you're trying to do it all right now. I mean, you're not going to pace yourself. It's almost like with our kids. You don't want to give them everything too soon. You got to have something to look forward to. You got to have something you're growing to. If I give you everything on this Christmas, but what I'm going to give you next Christmas? So it means many ways you can kind of look at this.
And to be honest, I'm one of those people that struggle with that. Like if I get a little extra change, I want to treat myself. But my budgeting friends like, no, you need to budget and plan. But it's like, but I work hard for this.
Right.
Tell me that balance right there.
I want to enjoy it.
Yeah, just because when you work hard, and I ain't saying I'm gonna spend all the little extra, but can I spend some of the extra? And so
I used to be like that, but now when I get extra, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm a step ahead for my savings.
And
Any extra I get is not even a part of the budget. It's going into savings. Like, oh my gosh, so now I'm a step ahead of this week's goal or what I'm supposed to be getting for it this month because my budget is based on the income I'm bringing in. So anything that's extra or beyond that, saving, automatic.
No,
I need to look at it that way.
That's how that's what I'm doing now. But it's definitely a process because I spent so many years before being like, okay, I can't spend, I can't do this. So I finally, probably about 2.5 years ago, I finally came into a space of, like you can do stuff for yourself because if you don't, you resent all the work you put in. So that's why it's a balance for me. Like, it's just like, man, I just got to a space where I want to do stuff for myself, but it's like, well, you got to have savings. And then if you want to have kids, you need something for them. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that I'm that way too, where it's been so much of my time, so much of my energy has went into like surviving that I do look for those opportunities to reward myself.
Yeah.
And I'm on the other side because I used to be so safe all the time.
Yeah.
But then, Tara, you haven't been on the show, but I've shared my story. Like, there was a time where like I was making decent money, and so I went through a layoff, and that decent money wasn't there anymore, but the lifestyle was still there.
Right.
So people will like talk to you like, oh, you're in debt because of poor spending. No, I was in debt because I wasn't living outside my means at that time. And now where I am now is literally, I'm constantly trying to recover from that debt.
Right.
So you can't approach me and saying, oh, you need to spend and budget. Like, no, these bills are still here from 10 years ago.
Correct.
It's a difference where it's like, some days you're like, you know what? I'm not going to pay this bill. I'm going to go get me some gummies from Whole Foods.
Yep.
I'm real.
It make me happy.
Right. Because the bill ain't going to be paid all the way anyway.
Right. So you might as well just enjoy your life. Yeah.
Oh, Lord, we got comments.
Oh, no, that's the people that was Facebook users. They here now. So we got Chanel in the building.
That's my Sarah.
Talking about the Whole Foods food.
Yes.
It's just them gummy bears. Let's see, we got Deshaun in the building. What's going on, bro?
Hey, bro.
We got Crystal Greene in the building. What's going on? We have everyone's
resident
big sister. Oh, that's hey niece.
Niece.
We got big sister in the building. What's going on, Tara?
Hey, sister.
So Chanel said, "I thought the rich stay rich because they're frugal." I think
I like that.
That's a myth that people pass down. You can't save your way to being rich.
But when you get
what
rich,
she said now, she said stay rich. That means they were already rich, not saving and getting too rich.
I think they're frugal in ways that regular people might not be if they have money, but then they're exorbitant in rich people ways. Like, take for instance, you see the meme of Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates, and it'll say, "Not a Gucci belt in sight," or stuff like that, right? But Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates got multi-million-dollar yachts. So, you know what I mean? So it's one of the things. It's like, okay, yeah, they may not.
A lot of their stuff is investment. We spend a lot of our money though, just to show off to other people that we can afford it, and really we can't.
Now I will agree with that, but I also say that multi-million-dollar yacht is kind of show offish, ain't it?
Well, no, I would say
we can also sell it and get money for it.
That's true.
We ain't selling red bottoms, Gucci belts, and these high price bags. No.
Yeah.
Because what I was about to say, when you reach a certain level of wealth and or fame, they will call it frugal, but you don't have to pay for stuff because your name carries it.
You did bring it up a couple shows ago.
Beyonce ain't paying for no meals.
Yeah.
Beyonce ain't paying for no meal. Her name alone is a meal ticket.
Yeah.
Like, think about that.
Yeah.
And like, think about how many designers actually just give her stuff for free.
Exactly.
And we're trying to compete. We're trying to compete with that.
Yeah.
Right, she in a $1 billion relationship and don't have to pay for nothing. That's how she keep the $1 billion.
Yeah.
So and I can tell you this, like when I was an exec, I didn't have to pay for stuff. Why? Because I was an exec of a school that had millions and millions of dollars, and they wanted that partnership. So I used to literally go to play. That's the hardest part now about having Levels of Parable, because I'm so used to being an exec. I'm like, why this door ain't opening for me? But you don't have to pay for stuff because of what name you come in.
Yeah,
Correct.
That's true.
This is why it's so important to make sure you protect your name and make sure that you make sure anybody that's connected to your name don't misrepresent it. And if they misrepresent your name, you disconnect that relationship, and you may have to do it publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Because your name is all that you have, and your name will open up doors or your name will close doors. And so you want to make sure whoever name you coming in, that name is going to reap you some type of benefits.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And that's definitely a word, bro. Like you stay rich by getting rich, and then have people give you stuff for free because you're rich.
Right. Now I'm frugal.
Free. You pay for that free.
Right. Now you go try it.
Yes.
Sean said, this reminds me of my parents telling me to live below my means. The more you make, you will spend if you don't live in a budget.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't save to be rich. You have to invest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or be a trust fund baby.
Add quotations.
Oh, let me tell you something. I go dumb over the smallest things about how much they cost. Like, yo, I'm not doing that. I'm not eating out every night. I'm not doing that. I'm good. If I have to cook grits, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because who I'm trying to showboat for? All you need is a stomach full. Somebody got you twisted to make you feel like you have to eat out all the time. No. Yeah. And nobody knows what you eat unless you tell them.
Well, first of all, grits is amazing anytime.
Yeah, they are good. And it's, especially now, the economy like it is. And I cut back on eating out just in time for all this inflation stuff.
Well, I'm from Augusta, and grits was like how the people down in the Low Country use rice. Mm-hmm. You have grits for breakfast, grits for lunch, grits for dinner.
Anytime. There's anytime.
Yeah, you have grits and eggs and sausage in the morning. Yep. You have fried chicken and smother it and throw that grits over there and fried fish. Yes. I'm just saying. Yep. Grits is I'm gonna make me some grits.
Grits now, if you're real country, you eat liver pudding with it.
No,
if you're real country.
Who?
If you I have to hit you to that one a little bit.
No.
Yes, it's amazing. If you tried it,
too.
No, it's you would have to try it. It's amazing.
Y'all be over here talking about y'all want some scrapple and stuff like that.
I don't eat that. I don't eat that. And I don't eat chitterlings. I don't eat that either.
But Deshaun said multi-million-dollar yachts.
Tax write-offs? Shoot.
Yeah.
I don't know what Crystal said right to,
but
I
don't either.
Yeah, needs. Yes, sir. Very important. Your name is everything.
Yes, it is. Facts. Because if you don't have a good reputation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard Tara don't spend her money. Tell her business.
Listen, my family already knows. This ain't no secret. They are, no.
Yep, and you don't let us know your height too. I believe it. Them Listen. You got to explain to me why am I spending my money? They already know why. For what?
Detail. Yep, in great detail. For why?
Yes, I need to know.
My hard-earned coins.
I'm quickly to tell you, like that's not in my budget.
See?
You got it. No, you don't know that. Stop.
See, Tara, Coach Billy C said the same thing.
But I bet you she knew what I was talking about. I bet she knew what I was talking about, though. Boom.
Pudding. That don't even.
That's. Woo. You ready for the next quote?
You sure?
Yeah.
Look, we almost been stuck on this one.
I know, right?
Do the best you can and don't take life too serious. Will Rogers.
Oh.
I'm guilty of this one. I'm guilty.
Me too.
that second part, that I struggle with that a lot, especially when it comes to relationships with people. I struggle with that. Just because I value relationships with people my whole life, even if the relationship wasn't something that was really serving me or something that was beneficial in any kind of way. So I definitely struggle with that, and because I'm very critical of myself, and but so that first part, I'm gonna do the best I can, but I take life too serious. Sometimes I take it way too serious, so I can, it's a struggle.
Yeah, I think the fact that I do the best that I can all the time, but I'm very serious. I'm very intentional about everything. Like, I'm intentional about relationships. I'm intentional about words. I'm intentional about connections. And those things are serious to me, because a lot of things can be taken in the blink of an eye.
Right.
And I've had a lot of loss, and I've dealt with a lot of failure. I've dealt with a lot of heartache. So sometimes I can be intense when it comes to certain things. So I'm trying to do a better job of not being so intense because of my issues.
Yeah. No.
Tara, before you say anything, I just want to let you know, Coach Billy C said she did because she was raised by old people. Just so you know.
I'll take that one. Now, I'm an educator at heart. So when I look at this quote, I'm flipping it around. Don't take life too serious. Do the best you can. For me, how can I do the best I can if I'm not serious?
Yeah.
God, I'm just such an educator, so I'm looking at it that way, because, I was raised and taught that, when you do something, you do your best. You don't play. You don't play with people. You don't play with opportunities. You don't play with money. You don't play with school. So if you've been taught to take things seriously, you can't do your best until you are serious. So that's how I just kind of. But I'm learning that because now I've accomplished some things in life where I don't have to be serious all the time, and I do have to learn how to relax. But for the work that I do and what I feel like I'm doing is so important and changing lives all the time, you don't have time to play when you ain't got your stuff together. Yeah. You don't have time to play when your money ain't right. You don't have time to play when you can't pay your bills. You don't have time to play when you're 40 years old. You don't know if you're going or you're coming. You don't know, so it's like, you're finding that balance is kind of hard.
Yeah.
You got time to play.
Yeah. No.
Well, Sora said, in my opinion, it should be do the best you can, take life serious, but have fun because you only get one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coach Billy C said, yes, we need to have balance and create harmony. We give our best, but have fun and enjoy the process. That's what I was going to go to.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what it is. Because some people like with me, with Love is a Parable, they be like, you need to give Love is a Parable a break. No, I need to give y'all a break. Because Love is a Parable is my purpose. Like, not doing Love is a Parable depletes me. But working for other people, I need a break from that. Dealing with all these people-y type activities. I need a break.
I love it.
So I don't need a break from my purpose because it revives me. It gives me life. It gives me energy. But all the other things that people think are good for me, like I don't like massages because I don't like people touching me. So it's not enjoyable. And people are like, don't it feel good? Like, no, I wish they would stop. I wish you stopped touching me. What are we touching each other for? I don't understand this. So things that people think are enjoyable are not really enjoyable for me.
Right.
But doing my purpose, I am passionate about it. I am serious about it. But I also enjoy Love is a Parable. Like I just literally revamped our intro.
As you saw.
The website. I did the website and all of that today. While working for somebody else. I did. I was working for somebody else. But I did all of that stuff while working with them because I'm dealing with a student, but this was giving me peace. So I can.
Yeah, so you can help that student. Yes.
If I take a break from this, man, please.
Yeah. And, bro, I was going to speak to what you said about work for other people. And we were talking about work one day, and Jay messed around and said, man, they can keep the job. Just give me the money.
The whole job.
And I was like, you know what? You're right. Because that's really how I feel too. A lot of the time. Keep this. Yeah. Yep. Keep that. Just give me the bag.
I don't need all that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. What? Oh, Lord, they're coming in. Right here. Mm-hmm. Coach Willis say burning out and stressing out serves no one.
Mm-hmm.
Sure doesn't.
Peoply or peoply? Peoply.
Peoply. Yes.
Lynn.
I like that. You need to brand that one. Peoply. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jay, you don't preach a sermon. Purpose revives you.
Yes.
But they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Example. Take love as a parable serious. Go phone boothing. Balance. Terry, you forgot in Woosah after that.
Yep. I still haven't been to the Woosah Garden. Big sis, I'm upset about that because I see the pictures and videos and I'm like, I need to be there.
But that's your fault. She ain't gonna invite you to that. Do you think she invites us?
I thought she did.
Who? See, that's the problem. That's how you know you ain't born in the South. Because you be waiting for invitations. People don't give invitations. You're like, what you doing? I'm coming over. Remember how you was waiting on Ricky to extend you an invitation?
Yep. Yeah.
You're going to be sadly disappointed waiting on these invitations.
I just had the barge over there. That's fine. That's fine, big sis. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, you got to say, hey, what you doing? I want to come look at your garden.
Yeah.
That's all you got to say. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one, I feel personally attacked by this one, Will Rogers.
You feel attacked?
Your mama, Will Rogers. Your mama.
So that Michael Jordan said, and I took that personally.
Right. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do what is right, not what is easy, nor what is popular.
Oh.
Roy T. Bennett.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
I got chills. That's a good one.
Oh, man.
That's a heavy one.
Oh, but you weaklings can't.
That takes a leader, though. See, a leader can do this and not a follower. Because, first of all, you have to know what is right.
Right.
Most people don't know, and especially when you don't know your purpose, especially you don't know what you're called to be, what you're great at, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, you know, you can kind of fold within everybody else because sometimes the crowd ain't always right. So you can't go along with that, you know, but I think in order to do what's right, you got to know who you are. Mm-hmm. You got to have your own identity, and there's so many people don't have an identity.
And I like this because doing what's right is not necessarily what's good.
Yeah.
Hey.
And they be missing that part because doing what's right don't all the time feel good.
It doesn't. Because
I can give a prime example. There are so many people, and I love that quote by who said it? Who the one who's the quote who said the only people mad at you, Ricky Smiley. Mm-hmm. The only people that's mad at you are the ones you did something for. Yeah. And that is so true. Yeah. And here's the thing. They're mad at you, but you still don't go out and air their dirty laundry because that's the right thing to do. Mm-hmm. See, what would make me feel good is saying, you mad, chump, but you wasn't mad when you needed blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
But we don't do that because that's not the right thing to do. And sometimes people want me to sell out saying, oh, you could get this grant if you do blah, 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 blah. That's not what Love is a Parable's mission and vision is about. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to sell out those things because here's the thing. Once you sell out, you might not be able to exchange it. Right. And a lot of people don't realize that you go in there making these weird deposits, making these exchanges, and you might get something in the transfer that there is no refund. It's just sale on demand. And that's it. Yep. And nobody got time for that. I'm not selling my soul. I only got one of them things.
One.
I need to use it, even though sometimes it don't feel good. Bro, that's my cousin.
What's going on, cousin Jay?
This is my cousin I met out for 23andMe. This is my cousin.
What? Hey, Jay.
That's my cousin.
All right.
He's on podcast too, and he's into the arts, performing arts, and all
really?
That. Yep, it's in the bloodline. I know it was the blood. Let me see. Truth. Just check in. Available. It's done deal.
That's what I'm talking about, sis.
And she from New Jersey and more southern than you. Mm. Your roots in Henderson. Mm. Give me your southern card.
The roots are. The upbringing is all over the place.
The branch broken. Rooted with a broken branch.
That stings, bro. That stings, man.
Let me see. I don't know the hands up for. Yo, those videos today. See, he's talking about that's compliment.
I was like,
right.
My bad, I got lost.
Okay.
Both of y'all was done. Both of y'all was like, what that mean?
No, I really was though. I was like, Jake.
Tara was too.
And he's still laughing. Oh my God.
No, you gotta give him like 10
Bro,
minutes.
we ain't laughed like that in a long time.
No. You ain't laugh like that in a long time.
It was like, what is you ain't know what to do with it.
Yo, you literally did catch me because I was literally stuck. I was looking at you like, oh.
Do you eat it with a fork? Okay. But it must be, I got straight what he was saying. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, goodness. I can't see. Whew. That was funny to me. Absolutely every day. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what we talking about. Oh, goodness. That's just so funny. Oh.
You got cousin Nick in the building. What's going on?
Hey, cousin.
Other cousin.
And you still laughing? Oh my Lord!
I can't see. My eyes blurred.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, come on, Coach. Look, I knew what you were saying.
That's what I thought he was saying, but I didn't know if he was something that like an insider thing. I didn't know what it was. I don't know.
Cousin, it's the bloodline. These people, they tried to play you. Okay. You have to ask what we talking about.
I don't know.
You have to ask. You need to know what you are to the greatest creation by the greatest creator.
Yeah, it's where you got to say creator. That's how you got to say that.
Say that. Come on. Well, you read it. You read it, ma'am.
You need to know what you are to the greatest creation by the greatest creator. Yes.
You know what, Tar? Yes. I also heard a little bit of that. Your Utahville people.
Oh, please no. That's too far down the road. No.
Oh, she's from North South Carolina. I'm gonna just leave it there.
I am not. My dad. I am not. My dad is from North South Carolina. I am from Orangeburg, South Carolina.
So they were all them together. They just hugging.
They are not. They are not. I went to Orangeburg Wilkerson High.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. Eartha Kitt from North South Carolina.
She is. Yeah, she actually lived with my dad's family for a while when she left her family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. This is what people be talking about South Carolina about. But majority of all the black heroes came out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just to let y'all know. But she's from North South Carolina. I love that. And people be like, you mean North Carolina? Nope. North South Carolina?
Not at all.
Yep, he do be spitting, sis.
Yeah.
What other people think about me is none of my right.
Yes.
As Jay says all the time, your character will speak for itself.
Right. Yeah, like I ain't got to defend my character.
Mm-hmm.
I can jeopardize my character by trying to defend it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me acting out of character. I don't know who's saying hey because hey Facebook user.
Hey.
If that's Connie again. What up, though? Oh, see? They telling you this is a podcast. Fly With Us podcast. First Love Yourself podcast.
Yeah.
Fly With Us, First Love Yourself podcast. I said it all backwards. Definitely in the bloodline. See, because I got my cousin.
Oh, goodness.
See? Whew. I don't even know what we was talking about no more. Do what is right, not what is easy. Know what is popular.
This right here reminds me of when I have conversations with people and, when there's conflict and stuff like that. And, when I used to have, tension with some folks, or when I had tension with some folks in the past, And people just like, no, CG or Cordell, you gotta do this, man. Just leave the people alone, man. Or they like this, man. Forget them. And it's like, no, like, let's sit down and have a conversation. Like, what's the issue so we can get that. And so that's the right thing to do. It wasn't always easy because naturally sometimes in some situations I was emotional, or the other party was emotional, or whatever the other parties involved were emotional. But it was the right thing to do, because if we can sit down and hash out whatever issues we have with a conversation, then why wouldn't we do that? And so this reminds me of those times, because, you know, I think pretty much I've had conversations that I didn't want to have with people, but I did it because it's like, you know what, I won't feel right if I don't do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the easy thing to do would have been to walk away or ignore it. The popular thing to do would have been to go along with everybody else and to just gossip, or to just sit on my emotions and my standoffishness. But no, the right thing to do was also what I feel led to do, which was have those conversations and get to the bottom of things, and, you know, let whatever happened after that, if people still had whatever they felt, to let it go. But at least we got to the room and had a conversation and got everything out in the open, you know. So that, doing what's right, like Jay says, definitely, it doesn't feel good. It's not comfortable. And sometimes it doesn't guarantee that the resolution is going to be one that's going to be nice and cut and clean. Sometimes stuff is still going to be messy, but you have the clean spiritual conscience and your nose is clean because you did the right thing.
Yep.
So if you still got all these balled up feelings and all this other stuff, maybe you didn't do the right thing in a situation. You did what you want to do, was easy for you, and you're telling yourself it was the right thing. But maybe those feelings are still with you because you know deep down you didn't do the right thing. You did the easy thing that people told you to do or suggested you do because it was popular, was what they would do, but you didn't do the right thing.
And the truth is petty. That's why I ain't never mad at it. The truth will come and bust your bubble so quick. And I've been having so many reoccurring incidents of where the truth just reveals itself. And I'll be like, well, I'll be John Brown in a blue suit. I can't get mad at it. And like, people apologize for being truthful. Don't apologize to me. If you said how you really feel, no apology is necessary. I am grateful for the truth. I appreciate the truth. And it ain't hurt my feelings. It let me know everything I needed to know, and I move accordingly. But that truth is petty, and you just go ahead and just accept it. Because it's going to keep on being petty.
But you know what else it is about doing what's right is that sometimes we have to go back and correct our mistakes. And we have to fix things that we did that was wrong, or you may have said or hurt someone's feeling or did something in the heat of the moment, and we have to go back and seek forgiveness, or I apologize. That's doing what's right.
Right. Yeah.
And you know what, though? I can honestly say that's one thing I ain't never had to apologize for. I meant what I said. No, I'm serious. Like, you know, like some people say, oh, you just mad. You don't mean that. No, I mean this, whether I'm mad or cool. It was meant.
You know who else is like that? Triple OG. A person we know, her name is Ari. She said the same thing when she said, I don't apologize because I'm very intentional about everything that I do. If I did it or I sent it, or if I did it or I said it, I meant it. So I don't apologize for anything because everything I do, I did on purpose. And she's like, if you don't like it, then we can talk about that. But I meant everything I did and I said. I
meant what I said. I don't apologize for that part. And people say you could have said, no, I said it the way it needed to be said. It caught you, didn't it? You know, and I'm not a fan of, and that's why I'm not a fan of popularity, because I don't do what everybody else do. And just so y'all know, a brief history lesson. This is why I hate when people say things like, I don't use vulgarity. Well, a lot of people don't know vulgar actually means to be common. And so, you know, doing what is common or what is in common actually means popular. So you end up, whatever is popular, you already are profaning yourself. And so when you try to fit in with the Joneses, you actually are cursing yourself. And so a lot of people don't understand that. So when you come to me telling me what I should do as far as decorum in these very constructural contexts, I don't do that because I understand that we all have decisions to make. And I understand that there are consequences with every decision that we make. And if I'm okay with that consequence, it's nothing that you can do to tell me not to be okay with that consequence and do something else. Because appeasing people, I can't live that life.
Yeah.
Because you happy, but I can't sleep because I'm living a lie. I can't do that.
No.
I can't do that. I'm too fat for that. So, too fat, too old. I can't be stressed at this age.
Bro, I mean, that is one way. Talk about it, bro. Like, we're too old, too grown, and just too purpose and too accomplished in our lives to be stressed out behind stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially when we already got things like bills to be stressed out about. Like, I'm not going to be stressed out behind anything, especially a person. Like, no, I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that.
Yep.
I'm not about to do that.
Oh, let me see. Cousin said, doing what's right always feels good in your spirit and banks favor from the ancestors.
I love that. I love that.
You better come through with your curls and your nice baby hair edges, cousin.
Yep.
That's a word.
Yeah.
That's a word. That word came from the rivers. That's a good one. Coach said, absolutely say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yep.
I said what I said. No, people want you to say and do things that are familiar to them. Nope. I think I should cut that off too. Nope.
And I will not.
Yep. Oh, okay. We got time for one more.
Yeah.
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, just one? Gosh, okay.
We're doing pretty good.
We usually don't get past 2. We get into 3 today. It's good.
Okay. Was that 3? Is it 4?
This is going to be 3.
This is going to be 3?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it, bro?
If there's a book you want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it.
Facts.
Listen.
Facts.
Ooh, I feel like she attacking me too.
Because you still ain't drew them pictures you're supposed to draw. Let alone the book. You ain't drew the cover. I just told your business, and I'm not ashamed. I said what I said.
Y'all, the internet is going on. Look at that. I don't know what happened.
You the CTO. It better not go out. You better figure it out.
But you know what? I'm gonna steal this one because even with my business, and I'm helping young people trying to find their path. You know, everybody talks about doctors, the lawyers, accountants. You know, things you hear about all the time. You see in pop culture, you see on TV. But I tell them, even when you look at the curriculum for any program you want to go in, that's a career. That's a job. It's up to you to navigate this journey how you want to. You don't have to follow the status quo. It doesn't have to look like what somebody else is doing. You create that. And I even tell them my story. I got my undergrad in history, my master's in education. I knew what I wanted to do, but I wasn't listening to what everybody else said. I'm going to navigate this how I want to. I can have the best of both worlds. It may not look how you want it to look, but I'm going to be at peace because I'm going to be doing my thing. I was just saying the other night in Bible study, you have to learn how to do you. When you learn how to do you, you don't have time to worry about what other people are doing because you're investing in yourself. You are writing your own narrative and creating your own journey. Yeah. And the money will flow. But you got to be happy with what you're doing.
She felt that, and I felt that.
I did.
That bang was shaking. That earring over there was dangling. That was a word.
I'm saying.
She felt it. Let me see. Coach said, someone is waiting for whatever it is you will share.
Yes.
And you know, like one of the things that I said, and I remember this came to me after prayer one day. People are dying because you're not operating your purpose, and we don't realize that there is a void when you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And going back to that other quote, you are trying to be popular when you're not doing what your purpose is because you're operating on what feels good. So if there's a book in you and you know you need to write that book, maybe the reason why these relationships are crumbling and it seems like everybody is backstabbing you and it seems like nothing is going the way it's supposed to do because you're supposed to be writing that book. Maybe you keep getting laid off because you're supposed to start that business. Maybe the disconnect in so many areas is happening because you are the disruption. Like you're the disruption because you're operating in misalignment. So you need to realign.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't do those type of things, everywhere you go, it's going to be a bumpy road because you need an alignment.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Yeah.
It will improve their lives and increase peace, happiness, and prosperity in this world.
Yeah.
Yes.
So writing the next version of the Bible titled Rona.
I love it.
Yeah, Rona kind. I need the pronunciation of
It's
that.
Ukraine. It's Rona Kane.
Rona Kane. Okay, got you. But they
I'm sick of her. Yeah. So anybody that's watching, you need to go ahead and do what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Get on that book. Write that book if you're supposed to. Start that business you're supposed to. And also connect with people that you have been afraid to connect with. I can honestly tell you that's my biggest thing. I got a nonprofit and I hate asking for money.
Mm-hmm.
I hate making connections because it deals with that people thing, but I have to do it because my purpose is connected to it, and it doesn't feel good. It is uncomfortable, but like how cousin Nikki said, but your spirit feel right.
Mm-hmm.
You be like, I'm glad I did it, even though it's uncomfortable. I'm still grateful that I did it, and it'll bring you some type of peace. So I'm being 100% honest. I don't like asking for donations. I don't like making business partners. I don't like to feel like I'm begging. I don't like any of that. But you're going to have to do it because it's part of your assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Get off your hind parts.
Yeah.
Up niece came back.
Oh, come on, niece. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I got 4. I'm writing. I'm gonna write another one. But I gotta wait on the next one.
Some people got more than one.
I got 4. 4 for 4.
Jay might have 10.
You got some in you.
Yeah, I got 1. You got 10.
No, you use a lot. Thank you, niece, for coming with the word.
Yes.
Hey, Facebook user.
Hey, let's see who this person is.
Yeah, they come up on my thing. Yeah.
I think they're in the group, and
Yeah.
that's probably why.
Come on out to Levels Repairable page.
I don't know who it is.
I mean, we appreciate you being in Love Repairable group, but we'd like to come out to the page.
Yeah, or they could be in another group too. It may not be necessarily the Love Therapy one. Okay, y'all want to squeeze in one more?
Yep.
Yep.
We're gonna squeeze in one more.
Start where you are. Use what you have.
Yes.
Can Arthur asked.
Oh wow.
Yep.
That seemed like they went back to back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, how we say it? Is it Malika or Malikia?
I'm betting on Malika.
I'm gonna go with Malika too. She
Whatever
like
she said.
she like it's Malaysia. We both wrong. Yeah, that seemed like that should have went before the first quote.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely about appreciation for me.
Yeah.
Mm.
This hits me because as someone who is somewhat of a planner, I am habitually waiting for the right moment, quote unquote, to do things. And the right moment is when you start. That's when the right moment is when you start. Or
Yep.
when you make the decision to do it or whatever. So yeah, I feel attacked, but yeah.
But I like it because it says start where you are, meaning I feel like that's about appreciating where you are in this moment,
Mm-hmm.
all of you, not certain parts of you, because it seems like we want to pick and choose what we appreciate.
Yeah.
And this is saying, no, where are you? If you feel that you are unstable, guess what? That's a gift that you're going to have as your leverage. If you feel like even the things that you are ashamed of, use them
Mm-hmm.
and do what you can with it.
Yeah.
Because, people don't realize those things that you think are blemishes are accent marks. I keep telling people that.
Yeah.
Those things are accent marks. You calling them blemishes. It's an Asian culture, and you're a history person. It's an Asian culture. Whenever there is like a jar that's cracked, they seal the crack in gold because now they look at it as a beautiful thing, not a bad thing. but we don't know how to glorify our scars and the things that we've been through.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, they're coming in.
Oh yeah.
Mal-
Do you realize a lot of the things that you want to do in life or you're aspired to do, you already have the tools and resources that you need?
Yeah.
And a lot of times we're waiting on something that we really don't need. We think we need it. We think we want it. But it really is not necessary to do what it is you need to do. Everything you need, you already have that. All you got to do is take one step. It's like giving up today to say you're going to start something tomorrow when tomorrow ain't even promised to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The opportunity is here today. It has presented itself. And yet we'll say, well, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to wait. The more knowledge we get, the more excuses we come to procrastinate to get started on the things that we want to accomplish later in life.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? We'll procrastinate. The more we know and the more research we do, we'll put it on hold when you can be starting right now.
That's why we got to learn how to be childlike, and we lose that with that adulting. I keep telling them adulting is ghetto. Like a child be like, I want to do this, and they just jump off the sofa. Whee! And that's how we need to do. We need to jump off the sofa into our purpose and do that. And I do agree. And I think the other part of the resources that we fail to see a lot of time is the people that we're connected to.
Yeah.
They're part of your resource. And we are too ashamed to use them and tell them what it is that we need because we feel like we feel like because the vision is given to us that we're the supplier of that vision. And that may not necessarily be true. We got a lot. Let's see. Just start. Do it afraid. Yep. You have everything you need right now.
I love that. Do it afraid.
I don't remember afraid killing anybody.
Right. You know what? I just think about how you poop. Like you get so scared you gotta poop. just put on while you're doing it. Toot away and get it done. I take this as control what you can with what you have. Ooh, that's good.
It is. I have control issues.
The rest will follow. Trust yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If I start, it's always the right moment.
Yeah.
I have gifts that the world needs that they can only get.
This is going to make me preach here. Your gift will make room.
Mm-hmm.
She moved her swoop.
Yeah.
I was getting ready.
Yep.
She moved that swoop. She did this, and I was like,
that rocket ship is going up in the atmosphere.
It will make room. My Lord. Yeah.
Ooh. Definitely start where you are. Use all your tools that you have.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side, readers aren't writers. If you don't like my story, do it better or hush.
I agree with that. Because if I don't like it, I'm just gonna don't like that. Gonna just not read that.
Gold is the best transmitter of energy. That's why studio and music equipment use gold wiring.
Okay.
Oh, my cousin, they DJs, they do it all. Like my cousin Nikki, she a female DJ, and it's kind of dope. Tara, you need to follow her because she just gives she dope. And my cousin, he'll tell his own story, but he dope too. They got the podcast, he do music, he rap. What? Even though he said, I know absolutely nothing about rap. Came on my show and told me I know nothing about rap music.
I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah, hurt my feelings. It was about to be 22 in me because I was about to not be. Children trust God because they trust themselves. Oh, niece said,
"Ooh, come on,
take it."
Yes.
Oh, today's self-care assignment said, start something today that your future self will thank you for.
Yes, that's facts. Because I started writing my book. What year was that? Oh, man, was it 2009, 2010? And everybody laughed at me, but I was at such a low, but it was like, okay, 2009, 2010. I was at a low point in life, failed relationships. I hated the job, and then when everything around you is not working out, it works on your self-esteem and you don't have motivation and you're like, well, I got to go on this job because I got to pay bills. You ain't making enough money for ends to meet, but you can't afford to quit the job and really can't afford to be on the job. I was just at a very low point in life, and the only outlet I had was to start writing. Listen, I was not no English major. I failed English 101 in college and had to take 102 twice. So I mean, that just wasn't my thing. But it was the only outlet I had because after a while, your friends get tired of hearing that sob story. You sounding down, depressed, and it looks like everybody around you is doing well. And so I just started just journaling and I just started typing and I came up with 4 different characters and I just imagined a piece of myself in each one of my characters and I promise you 6 months later I had 12 chapters.
Just
frustration.
And I can tell you, it's just like with Love is a Parable. I started Love is a Parable in 2007.
Wow.
But it didn't come into full fruition until 2017.
Wow.
The training manual was written in 2014, but it wasn't published until 2019.
Wow.
And so a lot of times, and see, this is where the serious come in. A lot of people, they only see the product, but they don't see the sweat equity that went into it.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know, like you said, 2009, 2010, they don't know what you had to fight through to get that even to a place where it can be produced.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the part that people fail to realize, and they feel like, now this is when it comes to purposes too, they feel like they can cheat your purpose or siphon your purpose, and you can't do that.
Nope.
Because you don't know the hell that I encountered to produce this thing that you perceive as heaven. Right. But are you willing to walk through those dark places that I went through to uncover my light? Mm-hmm. But a lot of people don't understand that. And so, Love is a Parable was nearly 13 years in the making before it came out.
Right.
Yeah. But listen, we done made it to this time, y'all.
We sure have.
See, you about to try to put us in the overtime.
My bad.
Yeah, we can't blame the guests.
But Tara, this is when we do what is called Positive Brother Shout Out. This is an opportunity for you to shout out those brothers who are making positive contributions in your life or in the community who typically don't get recognized, and you just want to make sure that this is their time to shine. So who you got, Tara?
Oh, man, I got one. My nephew, and his wife was on here, Crystal. My nephew started his own ministry, and it's called Mad Ministries, Making a Difference. Mm-hmm. And, he's all about pushing other men and just pushing people. He's all about supporting Black businesses. And the reason why he started his ministry was not about money, but it is really about supporting people, pushing people to greatness, whether that's in ministry. And I will even say, even when I went into the ministry, my biggest supporter was my nephew, and he's always blocking, supporting, he was like, no, I'm not about to pass him your number because Tar, I don't think he means you any good. So I'm just not going to give him your number. And if he feels like he can put me on and they don't want him, and he was like, hey, call my aunt. She's good. Here you go. He's good at networking, connecting people. That's just his thing. And I don't think he gets recognized enough. I think people take him one way, and he really is a nice, easygoing guy that always just wants to help and support people. So shout out to my nephew, who is Pastor Drell. I don't know if he joined in or not, but I know his wife was in, Crystal.
Well, make sure you tell him, niece. Oh, that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You ready, bro?
No.
Come on. Got 2 minutes.
You might as well go then, because man. But definitely, first and foremost, just gonna shout you out, Jay, bro. One, because the new intro and the new cover picture, I guess is what I'm gonna call it for right now, is fire, straight fuego. So definitely, man. Now every time, bro, it seems like, man, every season change, like you create, and it's like you just outdo yourself, man. So I just want to shout you out, man, because you have us looking good up here, man. For real.
Thank you, bro.
Good with the T. For real, I want to shout out the brothers who are getting comfortable, with knowing that there's nothing wrong with them and that they're enough. No matter what people try to put onto them or project in their atmosphere, like those brothers who are solidified now after doubting for years or however long that they are enough and that what they're doing is enough and that they're on the right path. I want to shout those brothers out because there's a lot of brothers that they teeter on the edge because they don't have enough people or anybody telling them that, no, you're not doing anything wrong. You are enough, and that everybody's not for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I want to shout out to those brothers, because recognizing that and being able to sleep on that at night and being okay with that makes you a positive brother. And in my opinion, it's not enough of that being talked about or told, especially to our brothers. So I want to shout those brothers out.
You did good.
Yeah.
Bro, I was proud of you. I was already prepared. I was going into the other direction. I was getting links ready and all of that. And look at you. I wasn't prepared for you to do it that short. Go ahead.
Bro, you got to in front of company.
You say nothing is short. No short hair. My money ain't short. My shout outs ain't short. Now my height, okay. So guys, before I do it, one of the things that I did was put in there, Love is a Parable. We did do an update on our website just to be to streamline even more. We keep saying that, but it is to streamline even more, to give you more information about us and what it is that we do. So go check out the new Love is a Parable site. But I also put all of Tara's information up there as well, her website, and also I put her Amazon site up there as well, so that you guys will have an opportunity to check that out.
Yeah.
And see all the good things. Definitely support in any way that you can.
Yes.
But bro, I definitely want to shout you out, and I want to shout out Kerwin. This week it was Kerwin, Felton, Merrill, and Ed. They just come out of like the woodwork to kind of just speak to my spirit and speak to things that I need. Like, I didn't even know I needed y'all to talk to me in certain areas, and y'all did. And I just thank you for that. I thank you for the guys that you just talked about in the intro, because we're moving more to what our mission and vision is about. And one of those things is storytelling. And so if it's going to be brother empowerment, it's better when brothers tell their story. So we're so grateful for the opportunity for you brothers to call, because I literally just had the idea and I was like, send me a 30-second video talking about what is a brother. And y'all just be listening to me and doing it. Y'all just be following and like, okay, I got you. So thank you, brothers, for doing that and making it, because I want this to be something that represents us. And I want us to continue to move in that direction. Now, Tara, you stay on, but everybody else, if you feel that nobody else in this world loves you and you feel that nobody else care about you, you just met 3 people that do, connect with us, subscribe, do whatever you need to do, but we will be back next week, and we hope to see you guys here then. Y'all take care.
Peace out.
A brother is someone that you can trust. A brother can sometimes be just a warming embrace, someone that you can depend on, and someone that has loyalty.